What's going on, y'all? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. As always, I just want to come live real quick for only about 15 or 20 minutes max. I'm sure I might go over longer, but probably not. I just want to let people know because I said today Trump was going to talk about how long all this stuff might last. People asked at the last press conference and he didn't answer. And it seems like he suggested that we could be seeing shutdowns or at least the virus, crisis until July or August. And that's why I said to people, of course, be respectful. I've tried to get people, even my family, they don't even want to listen to me, but I'm trying to be respectful. There's no fear, there's no hate, there's no anger, there's no overwhelming the supermarkets and such. But I'm trying to tell people, get prepared because, they finally gave a timeline and he said it could last anywhere between July or August, which is extremely shocking, but not really surprising. And, I want people to be prepared and ready for this stuff. I don't want people to not really, be caught by surprise or figure it out. I just want to say I've been early on the travel bans. I've been early on the food at supermarkets, and I was early on this as well. And I just want to tell you now that it's officially confirmed. We'll wait till a few people get in. But they when asked about how long this was going to last, he said they think August. It could be July, could be longer than that, Trump said. As far as this. And then I just want to read this as well, and then we'll wait for people to come in. His doctor also said that the lockdowns and the guidelines don't last that long, that they're talking about the virus lasting that long. But here's the thing, and I want people to really understand this as well. When it comes to the states, Trump is not doing that much federally as far as hold on, someone called. I got to call him back. Trump is not doing that much federally as far as he's not doing all these lockdowns. He's putting out a lot of guidelines, but a lot of it goes in the hands of the state or the mayor of your city or your town. So the thing is, if Trump says this is going to last till July or August, if you live in Chicago or New Jersey or New York or California or a lot of these liberal states where they're taking more steps to do stuff, it's not going to be up to him how long it lasts. And someone said it's not true. Tell me what's not true. I'm telling people the truth, and you're trying to sit here and debunk me. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but I'm gonna read it now as people are coming in. You mentioned that in your previous session. You said it's martial law, something behind all this. Listen, let's not get all carried away and confused now. So the last one we were talking about it, if you look up the official definition, it's when the military seizes certain aspects of society. Right now, technically, you could say it's not martial law because the military is not seizing it. But if you look at what's going on, you have the federal government kind of collaborating with a lot of businesses, mandating the shutdown of businesses, and the military is being dispersed to help. So is it technically martial law? It depends what a stickler you are, but does it really matter what they say it is or what it isn't? They don't say it's communism, but a lot of what's going on is in the definition as far as, states seizing power to do certain things and seizing the means of production and businesses. This is what's happening. Who cares? You call it communism, call it martial law, call it pee pee poo poo butt, call it, Trump's the best president ever, call it pee boo to judge. It doesn't matter. Words, let's just talk about what I want to talk about. All right, so here's why I did this. It's not a big deal. I'm just trying to get people ready and prepared rather than lie and speculate and do all this stuff because I've been trying to say this and it's happening. So they asked President Trump how long this could all last, and he said through July or August or maybe later. His doctor then basically said, the guidelines are a 15-day trial guidelines to be reconsidering. He said it isn't the guidelines that are going to be into effect until July. What the president was saying is the trajectory of the outbreak may go until then. So here's what people got to realize, because some people are trying to say to me, anomaly, they're not keeping all this stuff till July or August. It's just, that's just the words he said. Here's what you need to understand. Trump is not in charge of Illinois right now. Trump is not in charge of California. Trump is not in charge of New Jersey. Trump is not in charge of New York. Trump is not in charge of Massachusetts. He's not really in charge of all these states and what they decide to do or to not do. So if you live in New Jersey, there's a curfew. You're not allowed out past 8, I believe. Governor Murphy said that. If you're in New York, it's up to Governor Cuomo. If you're in California, it's up to Gavin Newsom. So it doesn't matter what Trump says or not about those sort of things. If he's suggesting that this could go until July or August, this isn't the left wing, the fear mongering of the media. This is the president of the United States, the guy that a lot of you guys like here, telling you this could last until July or August. What your state decides to do mostly has to do with your state. He's giving the states the power. So when a lot of people tell me, this is all part of the plan, I don't know that Trump's plan to attack the cabal would be give all Democratic governors and mayors the authoritarian communist power they've always been seeking. The governor, the state of California, Trump's saying they're collaborating, we're working with them, they're working with us, they're really happy. Of course they're happy because this is the power that they've always wanted. Someone said this is going to be a long time. I'm not staying very long. I just wanted to confirm what I said earlier today, yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Be prepared for a few months. I told people a week ago, I said, wherever you are now, you may be stuck until July or August. Are they going to shut down more domestic flights? Not yet. But this is the type of stuff they're not planning. I don't think there's other angles to this. I'm going to show all the angles. I'm going to show you virologists who think that they're overreacting. I'll show you virologists who think that they're underreacting. I'll show you both sides before, this week is over. But what I want to say now, it's the response that matters for us right now, is what are they doing about it? You get what I'm saying? And I've been saying this for a while. Oh, I don't want to buy food, people said. It doesn't matter. If you're in a liberal state or you're in a state where they say you have curfews and they're shutting down restaurants and President Trump is on television telling you could expect this type of stuff until July or August, what did I tell you? That's all. Someone said Ohio is basically closed. A lot of states are. All I'm saying is no fear, no panic, no negativity about it. I'm just saying be prepared to stay wherever you are until July or August, according to Trump. Hopefully it doesn't last that long. Hopefully it's over in 2 weeks. But there's no sign of that. I don't know where people are getting their info. If someone said everyone's complying, absolutely. I mean, this is when, and I just said it, the First Amendment is important. You guys wonder why I'd pressured other conservatives all year. Oh, anomaly, because the First Amendment in times like this, when governments get authoritarian power, you want the freedom of speech. You don't want the left wing selling out your freedom of speech. I certainly don't want the right wing selling out my freedom of speech. So that's why all year I fought for the freedom of speech. Many people for decades have fought for the Second Amendment. You know what's good now? The freedom of speech, the First Amendment, the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment, travel bans, border walls, stuff like that they've tried to say that was racist for 2 years, that I've constantly been making videos saying why it's not racist and it's basic security measures. This type of stuff ages well. So that's why we're there. Someone said predictions if it's not contained. We'll never know till it's over. The point of this video, and I'm not going to stay very long, is like I've said for a week consistently, it's not about what you think about it. It's about how they're responding to it. You could respond however you want, but I suggest trying to get enough food and water, if you can, to not have to go out. I'd rather go out now or tomorrow or yesterday or 2 days ago rather than in a week or a month or, God forbid, we're facing June and July and we're still stuck in this weird quarantine state of everything closed down. And this is going to have a massive effect. This is not fear-mongering or bad. It's going to have a massive effect on the stock market. Stock market's absolutely going to go down. I would hold on to your stocks. I saw my buddy Nuance Bro on Twitter. He's like, buy stocks right now. It's like, what terrible advice this guy's giving. I would not buy stocks right now. I would wait a week or a month or maybe a couple months, depending on how long it is, and then buy it when it's at a low. How is the stock market going to rise if no businesses are able to function? Maybe 3M will do well. Maybe CVS will do well and Walmart, but you got to look into is their business shut down completely or is their business still operating? So these are things to think about, but I would hold on to your 401ks and stuff. Never panic sell. It's definitely going to go up after all this ends. But, as far as wages and taxes, I mean, we've never had a shutdown. And Trump is saying maybe till August, maybe till July. How are we going to pay our taxes? How are people? I'm okay, but even money doesn't really matter right now. And I'm not saying I have a lot of it, but enough not to live paycheck to paycheck. But what I would do if I were you or I myself, get tangibles. If the whole economy fails, I'm not saying it's going to, but what matters? Food, water, stuff like that. Sorry, someone's calling me. It doesn't matter how much money you have if you can't use money. And I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm just saying this to prepare people, because I've talked to people in France and Italy and Germany, and it's hard to even get money out of ATMs there. They said, if I were you, I'd get money out of an ATM now. If you want to use cash money, I don't know if even that matters, but it's hard to even find an ATM with cash in it because everyone's taking all the cash out. I'm not saying that to worry about it. I'm just saying, think about this stuff, like I've said for a week, and I'm just trying to give people a heads up as soon as the conference happens, and I'm going to answer some questions like Trump. I just wanted to say he's thinking till August or July. That's a very, very long time. Someone said to keep the money in the bank. Yeah, I don't care what you do with your money. Keep it, take it out. But let's see. Trump is doing exactly what he should for us to win. Said, listen, I think he's trying to do his best. Absolutely. I'm just saying, I'm not an expert. I'm not a military officer. I'm just saying, like I've been saying to people, try to get prepared before everyone else. It's better to be a few weeks ahead. Someone said money will be toilet paper. Yeah, the new petrodollar is toilet paper. Give me 2 things of toilet. Someone said you'll be fine, calm down. I'm totally calm. I'm calm, I'm fine. I'm where I want to be. I have a lot of food. There's no panic in me. I'm just trying to let people know that's what they're expecting. Because I'm talking, you have to understand, maybe you here or me, I do a lot of research. I flew before they probably are going to shut down flights. I got what I needed before it was hard to do. I'm not panicked or worried, but most people, I don't know about all the 4,000 people here, most people I talk to know absolutely nothing about anything. They're not tapped into this stuff. So I say this stuff to try to help people, because you won't believe how many Instagram messages I get, hundreds now, saying, Anomaly, you think they're like 4 days ago, all my friends in Los Angeles said, you think they would really shut down businesses and gyms and public spaces and stuff? And I was like, they're going to do it. Everyone thought I was crazy. Now they all are texting me, you were right. They just did it. I told them a week ago they were going to do it, and everyone thought I was crazy. I'm not freaking out. There's no, oh my God, oh no, what am I going to do? I can't go bowling. Like, I'll be fine. I have food, I have water. But I'm saying, I'm trying to let people know what's happening, not only what's coming, but what's happening now, because President Trump just said it. He just said that, expect it till July or August. This isn't the Democrats. This isn't the fake news media. This isn't the deep state. This is Trump himself literally saying that. Yeah, calm and aware. It's very simple. I'm not freaking out. I'm having a marvelous time. I got a bunch of kombucha like a degenerate. I'm fine. Someone said you were right. Gyms, bars, and restaurants. Listen, I see what's going on. It's not, people are like, where are you getting your intel? I don't even have like military intel. I'm just paying attention. What's happening in Italy? What's happening in France? What's Trump saying? I'm watching all the press conferences. I have nothing else to do. This is my job. I make videos. So I'm making sure I pay attention to all the news so I could try to be a couple days ahead for you guys. So when it happens, and I say this stuff once again, and then I'm going to read the comments. People are like, Anomaly, calm down. I'm saying this because people message me and say, what's going on? Can I travel? Can I fly in 2 weeks to San Francisco? Should I get cans of food? Like, they don't know anything. Most people don't know anything that's going on. Someone says I have 10-pound dumbbells at home. There you go. I have a resistance bar. We'll work out. We'll read a few comments. Also stated they'll reevaluate in 14 days for sure. They're trying to quell the storm as far as the virus. They're trying, instead of it having a curve like that, they're trying to have a curve like that. But at a certain point, you really do have to ask yourself, and what Trump, I would hope, but what I'm going to help put out videos out there, hopefully they don't get censored, is not all virologists feel this way. Not all doctors feel this way. There's a lot of swamp rat doctors. There's a lot of swamp rat people in the CDC. There's a lot of swamp rat people in the medical government. There's a lot of swamps in the left and the right. It's very swampy. I'll read a tweet from Matt Gaetz, who's a very, I would say one of the more trustworthy Republicans. He said that the COVID-19 bill that they passed is going to be written by the swamp. So there's nothing wrong with having nuance here and having like a discussion here. I'm going to read it. This is Matt Gaetz. He just said it. He said, the swamp will draft a COVID-19 corporate bailout. It will not be good. So they're all going to be funneling money to themselves. It's not just, oh, don't vote for this. Like Rand Paul doesn't vote for something and everyone says, oh no, Rand Paul doesn't want to help people. He doesn't want to help people from coronavirus. No, Rand Paul is one of the only politicians with a soul, and he read the bill and he realized that it's a total, what do you think they're going to do? You think they're not going to do anything wrong? Just, oh yeah, we're going to get all the money. So people got to pay attention, not only to the bailout bill. I'm not saying you guys, but in politics, but also to what's really going on. Because there's virologists who say, listen, They're doing a lot. I mean, this is not a small measure. It's one thing to quarantine people and really figure it out. And maybe this is the best scientific solution. You know, I'm not knocking it, but this is, I mean, shutting down the entire global economy, basically, the entire U.S. economy, and projecting until July or August. This is like I'm not fear-mongering, but I'm just saying this is like apocalyptic levels of, destroying an economy. Like, this is what people would do if they hated America and hated us. They could do this easily. I'm not saying this is what it is. I think Trump's doing the best job, but these are questions that people that are more, qualified than me need to be asking. Dr. Drew's talking about it. Dr. Shiva's talking about it. It's like, is this worth it? I mean, millions of people die from a lot of things a year. I'm not saying it's good. Every life counts, but they don't shut down the world economy to tell people not to be fat so they don't get heart disease. They don't shut down the world economy to stop sugar from destroying people's bodies and, all this stuff. So I'm supposed to believe the people behind abortions and behind the medical industry that let millions of people die from opioids and sell pills to South America that have HIV proteins in them. These are the people that all of a sudden care about me by shutting down the global economy. I'm not buying it, but I'm not knocking the science behind it. I just don't think these people are to be trusted. So let's read, someone said here, I'm going to read this because this is a misconception. She said, we can do this, people. We're fine. Fight the virus. We got it. She said, doctor, whatever his name is, said 15 days would help, not till August. Listen, dude. All right, Diane, for the second or third or fourth time, maybe you just joined, I'm going to explain it. Trump said to expect this until July or August, maybe longer than that. Dr. Fauci, I think he spelled his name wrong. He said the guidelines, I'm going to read a quote, exact quote. Listen to what I'm saying, comprehend it, and stop being confusing. The guidelines are a 15-day trial guideline to be reconsidered. It isn't the guidelines that are going into effect until July. What President was saying is the trajectory of the outbreak may go until then. What you have to understand is Dr. Fauci and his guidelines don't matter because who's making the laws in New Jersey and New York and Ohio and Chicago and California and all over the world, all over the country, are the state governors. The Ohio official decided to pass, one of their politicians there decided to pass an executive order that allows them to confiscate guns and gasoline. Trump and Fauci and their little guidelines have no precedence over that. So you have to understand Trump is not in charge right now. He's giving authoritarian power to each Democratic state. So if you get what I'm saying, Trump said it might last until July or August. The doctor said, no, our guidelines don't last till then, but no one's talking about the guidelines. And this is what you have to use your brain. I feel like I'm in a movie where nobody listens anymore. I know most people understand what I'm saying. That's why they're watching. But I feel like I'm in a video game where people are just NPC characters. Like, no, trust the plan, trust the president. I'm not trusting anything. I'm just letting you know, use your brain. Yesterday, I knew a week ago all this stuff was going to happen. How do I know? Because I read between the lines, and they asked Pence these questions yesterday, and they didn't answer. And I knew they weren't answering because they didn't feel like answering because they didn't know. And that's what Dr. Fauci's saying. He doesn't know. He's not in control. He's a doctor who's saying his guidelines don't matter. If you live in New York and de Blasio says you can't leave your house until 8 o'clock, what does Dr. Fauci's guidelines have to do with this? So I'm not saying it's going to last until August or July. I'm saying be prepared for it to last till July or August because President Trump said that. And what Dr. Fauci said to calm people down, you should be calm, it had nothing to do with what I'm talking about, though. His guidelines don't matter. They're not official law. What is official law is what New York, New Jersey, California. It's not to be scared of. I'm not telling you to be scared, but people are like, no, it's going to last 14 days. No, it's not. Dr. Fauci, his guidelines have no legal precedence over what your state's governor enforces. And if the outbreak lasts until long and the state of California has that power, and the state of Chicago has that power, Trump's not really doing anything about it. He's letting them have that. So this is going to be a question that you have to use your thinking cap after this happens and not just be like, oh, Trump's got it all. Use your brain, guys. Come on. Listen, Champaign, Illinois, you got it. Look into it. After this happens, how is Trump going to get the power back from Gavin Newsom, from, whatever, Rahm Emanuel or whoever these people are all over Chicago, California? How is the transfer of power going to go back? We've gone right now. This is not fear-mongering. This is just waking people up so they could be prepared and strong and calm when these situations come. In a few months, when all this ends, or whenever it does end, whether it's in 2 weeks, very unlikely, couple months, much more likely, 4 or 5 months, even more likely, when this does end, we have now turned what was, semi-socialist capitalist states like California and others into basically communist states in many ways, where you have the government seizing means of production in a sense, shutting down businesses, mandatory curfews, completely closing businesses, saying that they could take over hotels and mandating that they could take over somebody's business. How many businesses? Yeah, someone said it's a global reset. How many businesses is this going to destroy? And I want to explain the theory as well. There's all these CEOs stepping down. Lockheed, Boeing, this, that, MasterCard, Disney. Everybody's like, oh, they're stopping because they're getting rounded up and they're all going to be held accountable. No one's going to touch them, guys. I'm not trying to be a doomer and a gloomer, but this is what you do when you know something in advance. Why did Martha Stewart buy or sell stock? She went to jail because they caught her. She had insight that it was going to go up, so she wanted to make money. Why are they selling? Why did Disney and all these people step down? They knew something was going to happen, so they wanted to get out of the way and save money or absolve themselves from responsibility. That's what you do when the whole global economy is going to tank. So it's not like, oh, wow, it's so cool that they're all stepping down. No, it means they knew this was going to happen, or they see it happening now, and they're like, I'm out. If I wanted to leave you guys and steal all the money or completely absolve myself from any responsibility now, what would I do? I would say, hey, guys, I'm stepping down from Anomaly, and I'm going to, I'm out. Someone else can do what I do. Is that like a virtuous thing? Like, oh my God, Anomaly is going to be held accountable. No, it means I'm out. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'll have someone else deal with it while I go hide out somewhere. That's a lot more likely. All right, I'm going to answer a few more questions and I'm going to roll out. How do I think they knew? I think wealthy people know a lot of things. With this type of stuff, me personally, I'll play a clip of Bill Gates. Maybe I'll play the clip just so I don't get called a conspiracy theorist and they don't take this down like I did in the last one. I personally think this is bioterrorism or a bioweapon of sorts. I don't for a second believe this is natural at all. Nothing about this seems natural to me. I think that it was planned of some sort. And I think some people obviously knew about it. And I think some people know about it now. And that's just how I feel. And just to show you that I'm not anti-science for saying that, because I know the Facebook, I probably have five employees of Facebook now watching, being like, is Anomaly an anti-vaxxer? Is Anomaly anti-science? Should we shut Anomaly's stream down? Here's for you guys, Bill Gates saying that it's a total possibility. So if you want to call your friend Bill Gates a conspiracy theorist, that's up to you. But, I think he's a scientific leader. Here's Bill Gates saying it. So
we also face a new threat that the next epidemic has a good chance of originating on a computer screen of a terrorist intent on using genetic engineering to create a synthetic version of the smallpox virus or a contagious and highly deadly strain of flu. So the point is that we ignore the strong link between health security and international security at our peril. Whether it occurs by the quirk of nature or at the hand of a terrorist, epidemiologists showed through their models that a respiratory spread pathogen
would respiratory, wow. What if that happens?
In less than a year.
Could that happen?
And there is a reasonable probability.
Here, let's reset it, because I know the Facebook, they got their blinders on me. They say, ooh, Anomaly's crazy. How dare he suggest that it could possibly be a bioweapon? That can't happen. I looked at Snopes and PolitiFact, and they told me, Chris Hayes told me that that's not even possible. Here's your friend Bill Gates saying that the next thing that's a respiratory, where does that sound familiar? Could start on a computer screen. So let's play it one more time for the Facebook admins before they shut my stream down.
Please welcome Mr. Bill Gates.
Let's see. Let's watch again. Is Anomaly a conspiracy theorist, or am I just talking facts?
We also face a new threat that the next epidemic has a good chance of originating on a computer screen of a terrorist intent on using genetic engineering to create a synthetic version of the smallpox virus or a contagious and highly deadly strain of flu.
What?
So the point is that we ignore.
All right, so the reason I wanted to play that was just so they don't shut my stream down or try to call me a conspiracy theorist. Because now what they're gonna do, I already know what they're gonna do, and when they do it in a year, you could remember you heard it here first. I have no insight, no intel. I'm just using my brain. They're gonna say we have the vaccine. Everyone needs to get it. Herd immunity means if everyone doesn't get it, it doesn't work. And you can listen to Dr. whatever his name is. Of course, Trump calls Mike Mini Mike Bloomberg. He makes fun of his height, but his doctor's like 4'5". I'm not saying that matters, but I'm just saying Trump is like super mean to Mike Bloomberg about his height, but then he has the smallest doctor in the world tell us about vaccines. Anyway, jokes aside, I don't think making fun of people's height's funny. I'm just saying Trump spent the last year making fun of Mike Bloomberg. I didn't think that was funny either. Anyway, he's talking about, this is the fastest we've ever gone on a vaccine. Do you know what fast means? Once again, do I need to bring up articles so Facebook doesn't shut me down? I know they don't like talking about this. This is all confirmed stuff. Do you know what fast means when it comes to, green lighting a vaccine? It means they tested it not that much. That's what it means. So it's going to mean it's probably less safe, less tested. The side effects are completely unknown. How it affects certain people are unknown. Certain immune systems and certain people with, pre-existing disabilities. That's what fast means. So as Charlie Kirk and these people, we're getting it so fast. We're getting the fast vaccine. Yes, America. It's like, dude, fast means they haven't tested it very much. I'm not getting it. I don't want it. And I don't want it to be mandated, big guy. All right. All right. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm just be ready for this stuff. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Someone said, why is Russia being so hush-hush? Because Russia has no cases of coronavirus because they shut down the borders, or who knows who's behind this. Here's what you got to understand. Pompeo's talking about Iraq. Of course, the one thing that doesn't stop, we're still fighting in Iraq. We can't even, this is what happens when you have a system that cares about war more than health. That the CDC cares about racism and profits and working with it more than they care about the health of the people. This is what's going to happen. And Trump's surrounded by a lot of those doctors. But anyway, Russia, China, Iran, our enemies, those are our non-allies and stuff. Who knows who's responsible for this? China and Russia work together all the time. Look at even Venezuela and stuff. Trump and Nancy Pelosi are like, we want to save Venezuela from socialism. They don't care about socialism in Venezuela. I told you guys that right-wingers were lying to you, and no one listens to me. They never cared about socialism. You think they care about Venezuela? They don't even care about you. Nancy Pelosi can't even stop socialism from her own party, and she's going to stop socialism in Venezuela? That's the one thing they agree on? No, it's because Venezuela, puppet president, Russia, China, this is why they care about it. I'm not saying it's not important, but they lie about everything. That's why no one knows what's going on. Is QAnon right? Is Trump right? Is this person right? Is this... I don't know. They lie. No one ever tells the truth, so everyone's confused. Everyone's looking to... Maybe Bernie Sanders will save me with medical health care. He's not going to save you. You're just confused because the Democrats lie to you, and you don't like Republicans, so you think Bernie Sanders is there. We get lied to so much, but the whole reason the Venezuela stuff, it's all over a proxy war. Google, or I could Google for you, Russia, China, Venezuela, and you'll find out that they're sending people there as well. So there's a massive, covert kind of war going on. It could absolutely be bioterrorism, but I would like them to figure it out. But I'm not waiting for them to figure it out because they never tell me the truth. I'm not waiting for Pence to tell me this stuff. Maybe they're working on it. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to read. Someone said, I'm sad. Newsom is shutting everything down. I wanted to go to the bar tonight. Ashley said, I feel you. I'm not saying to not have fun. My best advice, and listen, I'm just going to say this again, like I've said for the last week and a half. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not Mike Pence. I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not a virologist. But my best advice would be chill out for now. Go somewhere, travel somewhere you want to be until July. If you don't want to be where you're at and you'd rather be, somewhere else in a log cabin or something, I would go there as soon as possible, get as much food as you can. And I wouldn't worry about bars and stuff. I know I'm not trying to say shut it all down, but I would lay back. This is what I think. I'm not scared of the virus. Look at the virus. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Is it on here? Is it on here? I don't care. I'll eat all 3 bananas raw. I'll eat it with the peel. I'm not afraid of the virus, but I'm lurking in the corner trying to figure out what's going on. I'd rather wait a week. It's not going to ruin my whole life. I had enough fun in my life, I'm going to wait a week, read more about the virus, read more about what they're doing, try to figure it out before you're running out to the bar and stuff. That's what I would do. But once again, I'm no world leader. Someone said sources of the supposed arrests. They are doing something in Saudi Arabia. I know a lot of the Q people are onto that. They're arresting people in Saudi Arabia for sure. But, our economy's tanking. They arrested people in Saudi Arabia 3 years ago. They've arrested people in South Korea 2 years ago. People get arrested. People get stopped. It's not It's not saving our economy. My feed is slowing down. Oh no, Facebook slowed the feed down. What? No, I don't know. Is it interrupted? I don't know. I'm going to answer 2 questions or 3 questions, and then we'll roll out. Let's keep this short. So I said, more afraid of the government than the Kung Flu. And you have, I wouldn't even be afraid. Fear is the energy of the devil. Fear is what the devil likes to eat on. He eats your fear. He's like, so don't fear. Whether it's the government or the virus, don't fear. Fear is the energy of the devil. And it hurts your immune system. But, too much stress. It's not good for your body. But as far as, you have every right to be more concerned with the government than the flu. I don't blame you. That's kind of me too. I'm not saying this, like people will say, "Oh my God, anomaly, don't say that. What are you doing?" And I'm not suggesting that this isn't all real. What I'm saying is there needs to be an intellectual debate between how many people is this going to kill? How many people is this going to affect? How bad is it? What are the long-term effects? And what's worse, because shutting down the entire world's economy for 6 months, we don't know what this is even going to do to consumer confidence. We're not going to know until December, next year, 2021. So there needs to be a discussion about how bad is this, really how bad is it, how good is the data, how much of the numbers are real, how many reports have been, how many cases have been reported? Very little. It's going to get way higher because they aren't giving testing out. And then what's the total effect? There needs to be a real discussion about this. But what do they say? No, you're a conspiracy theorist. No. And it just gets lost and says, oh, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden. Oh, I thought you were about the healthcare. Oh, come on, fat. What are you doing? I beat you in a push-up contest. It's like, this is low level stuff, guys. We've really sunk. This is like end stage capitalism right here. All right, two questions. I'm gonna calm down. Talk about the ERNIT Act, spread awareness about the news going on behind the scenes. I gotta look into that. I don't really know about the ERNIT Act. Let me see. And if you, I'm gonna leave this stream up. It's fine. Just you guys could look it up if you want. He says look up the ERNIT Act. I'll look it up after. I don't feel like it right now. Thank you. Someone said Dean Koontz predicted it. I don't know if that one's true, but I know some lady did. Maybe he did too, but I saw some lady had a book where it predicted a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is wild stuff, guys. I'm prepared, but this is the time when we need real people saying real stuff. So, someone said it's spring. I plan on planting flowers in the yard. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully you guys are somewhere where you can walk outside, plant some flowers. It's going to be fine. Just get food. And I'm sure they're going to keep food going because it makes money. So they'll keep selling food. It's fine. It's just a matter of how long you want to wait in a line. But I don't know. I've felt this way. Even like I told you guys, I was like, I want to leave the city. I knew something was going on, obviously. And like, it just seems like liberal cities are going to fail eventually. But, this was bigger than I even expected. I was like, whoa. Did not see this coming. Will I take the vaccine if it comes out in a couple of months? There's a 0% chance I'll take the vaccine. Absolutely not. No. I don't want the vaccine. It's not going to be tested long enough. This is the quickest. They're bragging about it. You have the conservatives. They're like, yes, this is the quickest we've ever made a vaccine. Western medicine. No, it's quick because they haven't tested it properly. It's not supposed to be that quick. You're supposed to test it for years upon years with hundreds of people, hopefully thousands of people, each with different, abilities, each with different immune systems and genetics and all this stuff. And really, but they don't, it's about money. So they're going to do it as fast as possible and, pump it out as quickly as possible and try to make everyone get it. I don't want it. My immune system's strong. I don't even get the regular flu. Everyone gets the flu shot. I don't get the flu. I haven't got sick in 3 years. I have a strong mind. Strong body, strong soul. I eat probiotics. I eat garlic. I eat ginger. I work out. I drink water. I eat oranges. Oh, we need vitamin. Come on, don't play with me. Hold on a second. Oh, anomaly. Oh man, take your vitamin C droplets. The CDC said to. I eat oranges, okay? I eat whole oranges. I don't wait around for this BS powder vitamin. Oh, what kind of vitamin? Rip it open, eat the whole thing. I'll even wash it off, eat the peel. I don't even care. That's my immune system. I have a vaccine. It's built into my body. It's called my immune system, my gut, my mind. So the coronavirus sees me and it gets scared because it realizes how much kombucha I drink. Even though there's sugar in there and it's probably terrible for you, it looks at me and says, oh, this is not the right house, is it? I'm like, no, Buster, you picked the wrong apartment complex, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no, back to Wuhan. You better go back to Wuhan. If you don't go back to Wuhan, I'll kick you back to Wuhan. So I don't want the vaccine. You can have the vaccine. I'm not talking down on vaccines, but I have freedom in this country. Facebook, leave me alone. Oh, no, he doesn't want to take it. No, I don't. Do you want it? No. Do I have the right? No. Freedom of speech? Yes. Medical freedom? Yes. I don't want it. Do you think we're heading towards a total military lockdown, aka martial law? I don't know is this not really almost there? It's like you got low IQ, low energy Marco Rubio on Twitter being like, guys, this isn't martial law, and he spells Marshall like Marshall Mathers, like he spells it like Marshalls. It's not even how you spell martial law. I mean, it's a low mistake, but it's pretty funny for a senator. Anyway, whatever he is, dude, you get like, oh, why do it's like, stop with the BS, guys. Like, this isn't martial law. Okay, what is it then, bro? You're shutting down businesses. You're shutting down everything. You're shutting down travel flights. It's as close as we've ever been in my lifetime, probably in the last 50, 60, 70 years. So you get what people are trying. Is it fully martial law? Probably not, according to the official definition, but partially, because the military is helping with some industries. So I don't know. But does it even matter at this point? Maybe it'll get there, maybe it won't. I'm not worried. It's already there. Like, these things, it's not like it's all here. It's all here. So just be ready. It's probably fine. It'll be fine. But it's like, and then Pence is like, don't buy food. How dare you hoard food? Bro, you're telling us that this might last until July or August, and you're not doing anything about, democratic states and cities who mandate their own rules. You don't know how long this is going to last. And I don't feel like going to Costco or Whole Foods or, CVS in 3 months and having to deal with like, Becky and Melinda just hit me in the head with like a papaya. It's like, I want my food now. I don't want to have to get out of my way, young man. I need my beans. It's like, dude, relax, bro. You'll get your beans. Just wait in line. I don't want to deal with that. Someone said crops are down. Farmers are hurt too. I mean, this is everyone's hurting, even me. I'm helping people though. I said, if you can't afford food, message me on Instagram. I'm trying to help a few people get food. If you can't get food, I'll pay for your food and I'll buy it for you if you're really struggling. If you're not, don't lie to me. If you are, hit me up on Instagram and I'll get you money so you can go get food and stock up so you feel good about it. This way, no matter what happens, it's a win-win for you. Hit me up on Instagram at DreamRare. I'm going to get a few people food. And if you want to support my videos, just watch my videos that have advertisements on it, which are a lot of the ones that are like the little viral ones. Just watch them. Watch as many of them as you can. Enjoy them. That's how you can support me. And hopefully Facebook doesn't go broke, or else I'll be broke too. But it's okay. For now, we'll get tangibles to our people. You see what I'm saying? We'll get out the food. Why am I doing this? Where's Jeff Bezos? I'm spending $10 billion on climate change. Bro, we don't need billions of dollars on climate change. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, we need $3 trillion for climate change. Go buy someone a meal, you liar. These people are gross. All right, let's read it. Pence didn't say don't buy food. He said be kind and don't overbuy. What I'm trying to say though, what is overbuying? It's like he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, guys, the supermarkets are going to be open. Yeah, but you can't leave the house after 10 o'clock. You can't go to the gym. You can't go anywhere. A lot of states are closing down restaurants. Some are keeping them open for delivery. Some aren't. It's like he doesn't understand why people might overbuy. He's like, come on, guys, don't be crazy and overbuy. Why would you not overbuy? Of course, yeah, leave stuff for the person behind you. If there's someone next to you, don't say, oh, I'll take all the beans for my house. Oh, did you want beans? Oh, sorry. See you guys later. Like, don't be that person, but it's okay to overbuy. I mean, I disagree, but I'm not the vice pres. That's just how I feel. I get that what he's saying, but it's like they're acting like they don't know why people might want extra food, But I get it. That's his job. He's doing his job, I'm doing mine. It's okay. I got an itch. Hopefully it's not the Rona. Hopefully it's not the Rona itch. I got to itch it off. Hold on, sorry. Just think if everyone stayed home for 15 days, how much you'd save. I'll probably save money. Yeah, I'm not going out. I just bought so much food. When I was there, there was no line. It was great. I went like 2 days ago. I went a week ago, but then I flew out. I do not want to be in a liberal city when all this is going down. I'm trying to be out where there's just old ladies walking saying, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" That's where I want to be. I don't want to be. Someone said I couldn't get any meat today. Finally got 2 cans. I just don't think it's going to get any easier to get food. That's my thought, but I said it before Mike Pence, so I'm not going against the president's orders. I said it before Mike Pence said to not overbuy. I said a week and a half ago, and people are, anomaly, it's just the flu. Guys, they're shutting down restaurants and stuff. I was right. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, thank you. Someone says save some for the old lady. Listen, old lady Bertha has to move it, I'll save some for her. If Bertha's behind me and says, "Can you hand me the pea soup?" I'll hand her the pea soup. But if I'm in a supermarket and no one's there, if there's only 10 people in the supermarket, I'm buying $300 worth of stuff. If old lady Bertha wants some soup, I'll get her some soup. If old lady Bertha could use my fingers hurt. Type in the stuff, message me on Dream Rare. I'll buy you a whole grocery list. I'll send it to your house via delivery service. But I'm not stocking because old lady Bertha can't get her stuff together. Get it together, Bertha, and we'll stock up together. I'm not stealing food from old ladies. There was no one in the supermarket. So it said July, August, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, could be a week, could be 2 weeks, could be July, could be. But anomaly, he said that the guidelines are only lasting 14 days. His little doctor said that. His doctor doesn't mandate the laws of your city. His doctor, they don't know. No one knows what's going on. Why do you think Mike Pence said, I'll tell you tomorrow, and then they backed the conference up from 11 o'clock to 3:30? It's because they don't know what they're doing, which is okay. There's beauty in the unknown. Read a Taoist book. Read anything. But there's beauty in the unknown. It's okay. But to act like they know what they're doing, it's only going to be 2 weeks because the doctor said so. He doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to how long all this stuff's going to last. He's just guessing like Trump's just guessing. But like I said the whole time, be prepared. So it said, I have a big family. $300 is a normal trip to the store. Yeah, you might have to eat you might have to eat a family member. Pick out the most annoying and irritating family member and be like, well, it's your time to go. What do you mean? Well, we came together as a family and we all were like, you've never done the chores. You don't really pull your own weight. You dropped out of college. You're in debt. We got to eat you. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But they're like, well, you have to shut Anomaly Stream down due to cannibalism. That's against one of our rules. I'm joking. Don't eat your family member. It's just a funny joke. Jeez. They shut down Comedy Store, so I'm trying to be funny. Someone says, I'm glad I live on 10 acres. I've got 20 cows and I've been canning forever. Yeah, you could eat a cow. There you go. That's something you can eat. I'm near Chicago. Most stores are out of some meats. There was no chicken and pork, and there were steaks. I know it sucks because it's like we're so bougie as a society. Even if you're broke, you're still kind of bougie. It's like, I don't want to eat canned goods. You're like, baked beans? No, I want a filet mignon. I want a chicken. But it's like, these aren't times to be picky. But I have too. I got little chickpea white cheddar puffs. I got my kombucha. I got my free range chicken. I'm like, is this free range? It's like we should really just be getting beans and like canned goods and stuff. You should just be eating anything, just crappy Campbell's soup. It's like, is this a vegan option? Is there soy in here? They're like, just buy the food. Whatever you can, eat corn. It's like, I would not say it's like our family went to war and we're sitting here because we don't want to eat like baked corn. We're like, was this baked in avocado oil or are these normal chips? Because I'm not going to eat them. It's like, just eat whatever you can. I'm not saying it's that bad, but I'm just saying if we were stuck until July or August, it's not really going to matter. But low-key, it's kind of funny how nobody wants to buy like the canned stuff. Someone says living in rural America has its perks. Oh, for sure. It's a great time to be rural. Unless you guys got one store and nobody's out of it. Staple food is flour, beans, and so on. Yeah, I got to figure out how to cook. I got some Toll House cookies, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big cookie monster, but I was like, you know what? It would be nice to have a nice warm cookie one of these nights. You know what I'm saying? Bake up a little cookie. I'm excited. I'm having fun. People are like, Anomaly, calm down, dude. Calm down. It's going to be fun. I'm having the time of my life. I'm with my best friend. I'm playing video games. We got Rocket League. If you guys play Rocket League, I'm playing that. I got water. I got kombucha. I got cookies. I'm having an absolute blast. I'm just worried about the economy. I'm worried about people that can't do that. But, Anomaly, calm down. You're so scared. I don't hope, but it's like if this lasts this long, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm having a whirl. I'll play video games, make videos. I'm fine. But I'm not saying this is good, but I'm like, calm down. How are you going to say it's till July or August? Dr. Katz, he said it was only going to last for 2 weeks. He's not the governor of your state. Nothing he says matters about that. He thinks maybe it might last 2 weeks. No one's listening to his guidelines, or it doesn't matter. What matters is the government-sanctioned guidelines that they enforce. It's like, I'm not mad. Anomaly, you're so mad, man. How dare you talk about Charlie Kirk? I'm having fun. I love my life. And I'm appreciative of it. I mean, life is not guaranteed. Traveling's not guaranteed. Not getting the corona, that's not guaranteed, you know? I'm going to drink some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to take ginger shots. You guys, listen, I'm ready for whatever this is. I'm not scared. Hold on. I'll be right back. Look. Do these work? I don't know, but I have so many of them. Probiotic shot, organic wellness rescue. Oh, coronavirus. Oh, sorry, you don't exist here because I'm drinking ingredients. Honeydew juice, pineapple juice, lemon juice, butterfly pea flower powder. That sounds disgusting. California poppy extract, lavender extract, Bacillus coconut. That sounds like a virus in itself. Bacillus coconagulus. Oh, that's probiotics. Listen, I'm fine. Oh, Anomaly, how dare you question Mike Pence? He said to not buy food. Listen, I'm drinking. I can't even read this one because it's red and the font's red. Terrible marketing. You can't even read it. It's the same color as the freaking ingredients inside. It's very stupid. Throw it out. This one. Oh, Anomaly, you're going to get the... No, listen, I'm drinking orange juice, spinach juice, mango juice, all organic, coffee berry. I didn't even know there was a coffee berry. Whole food coffee fruit extract. You learn something every day. Probiotic. I'm good. I'm fine because I listened to myself a week ago and I bought a bunch of unnecessary things that I may or may not use, most likely will, because we're probably going to be stuck here for a couple months. Someone says Slim Jims. It's a questionable move, but right now you got to eat what you got. I like Slim Jims. They kind of hurt my stomach. I've probably eaten 10,000 of them in my lifetime. I used to just buy entire packs and eat them. Would I do it now? Not purposely. Would I do it now? In the corona vibes? You got to eat what you got to eat. If you can get some Slim Jims, get some Slim Jims. Is it great? If it keeps you going. As long as I have Xbox Live. Yeah, if they shut down the internet, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to be like, come on, New World Order. What are you guys doing? I'm trying to play Rocket League here. I love it. You're a car and you play soccer. It's the greatest thing ever. I'm fine. Someone said 500,000 U.S. citizens will die. Best model outcome. Here's the thing. They don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't believe that's the best model outcome, but I do believe the numbers could be that high. They could be higher. They could be lower. I don't know. I don't think they know as much as they say they know. And I have a doctor who says that as well. But also with that, I'm not... What's going on? Is that a fire alarm? What is that?
Is that my fridge?
Oh, it's the fridge. Hold on. Time out, guys. I was like, are we getting smoked out? They're onto us. The Illuminati's onto my stream, guys. No, I'm just kidding. It was the fridge. I thought it was like the carbon monoxide. I'm like, I'm going to kill myself by mistake with carbon. No, we're okay. But, yeah, no, it could be bad. But here's the thing. Every human life is valuable. But if that happens, look up how many people die from opioid overdose, preventable suicide, heart disease, flu. I'm not saying this is the flu, but I mean, how many people did H1N1 kill? How many, I'm not saying it's comparable apples to oranges, but I'm just saying if that happens, I'm not saying it's good, but like millions of people die every year. Millions of people don't die every year. In Italy, the average age of people dying is extremely old. That doesn't make it okay. I'm not saying it's good, but at a certain age, you're going to die eventually. If you're like the Asian grandma, you might live till you're like 110, but most of us, including myself, are not going to live that long. So I'm not saying it's not good, but they're like, we might look up the numbers of people that die because they feed us horrible stuff all the time. They're like, eat this pill, eat hamburger, and have a good day. And you're like, all right, it's not good. It's not okay. I'm not justifying it, but it's like the fear mongering. I get the quarantines. I get it. I get the science, but there needs to be a debate about at what cost do we do certain things. Someone said the flu's over 20K this year. We could quarantine every year and probably save, 10,000, 20,000 lives with the flu. I'm not comparing this to the flu, but I'm just saying, if you do look at statistics of everything, at what cost are we doing what? There needs to be some sort of conversation. That's all I'm saying. It can't just be like this and people aren't having that conversation. It's like both sides are just out. They're not even making sense. It's okay. Pharmacies will stay open, I'm sure. So it's at H1N1, 120,000 deaths in America. And that, I never heard about that. I heard about it, but I thought they were just lying. I was like, H1N1, yeah, right. Swine flu. I thought I rapped about that in 2009. I thought that was a total psyop too. Not like that people weren't dying, but I thought it was government created or, industry created. And it could have been. According to Bill Gates, bioweapons are real. Not believing them is the conspiracy theory. The Wu flu, yeah. All right, one or two more, and then I'm gonna roll out. I was gonna try to make this short, but I'm actually having fun. I figured we have fun, rather than just doom and gloom. I'm having a good time. Sharing your truth with all my friends. Thanks, Heidi. I just want to get people prepared. We'll have fun. Eventually everyone's gonna die, and it's gonna be sad, but it's gonna be good. We're all gonna go to heaven, except for you. If you don't share my videos, you're going straight to hell. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. All right, let's do two more questions or comments. Someone said if the president declares a national curfew, they will call him a dictator. That's why he's being careful. At this point, President Trump is never going to win in the eyes of his deranged haters, so I don't think he cares anymore. You know what I'm saying? He answered the question good about elections. He was like, I don't think we should cancel elections, basically. But, they're never going to stop, so who cares? He's just got to tune them out and do what he thinks is right, one way or the other. So they're going to say something like, it's racist that I made a mistake on TV and people laughed at me because of my skin color, but that's just what being a black woman's like. It's like, stop. Who cares? And of course she's like, President Trump said this in the speech today. It's like, just stop. If you hate yourself, if you lie to yourself, you're never going to find love. It's not President Trump, Chelsea Handler. It's not President Trump, Alyssa Milano. I promise you it's a deep-rooted issue within yourself, and if you get rid of it, you won't care about President Trump anymore because it was never him in the first place. It's like the Scooby-Doo when they pull the mask off. They're like, who was it? Oh, it was me all along. Who knew? Who would have guessed that I was the problem? Wow. It's almost like I was using projection tactics to blame everybody with what I was doing. Now I'm going to stop terrorizing humanity and actually be a good person. Wow. And why aren't these people helping? Maybe they are, but I don't have that much money, but I have enough to help other people out. I'm not scrambling for $1. I'm helping people. I'm trying to buy people groceries that hit me up, people who follow me. Why is every industry not doing that? Jeff Bezos is like, I'm going to spend $10 billion on climate change by brainwashing people in institutions and not planting a single tree. You're not doing that, bro. Someone said forced universal health care. I don't know. All right. I'm going to read a few. You sit there and rant, but don't give opinion of why. Why would rich, powerful people do this? You cop out. Bro, I have dozens of streams on this. Why would they do it? There's multiple reasons. Why would they do what? What's going on now? Why did all the CEOs step down? I just said it 20 minutes ago. I said they probably had insight to what's going on. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, I'm 100% sure. I have intel sources in the military. Dude, most of the people who say that are just totally lying. But I think they had insight. And there's a lot of money to be made. Even when the stock market crashes, if you take your money out, redistribution of wealth, consolidation of wealth, The really, 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 really wealthy people, the really wealthy people who own everything, who really own everything, they don't care. They're not going to lose out that much. It's not a big deal to them. So I'm not saying that's what's happening, but you're like, you'd never suggest why they're doing this, Anomaly. You're a huge liar. You'll never even speculate on why this could have happened. Dude, I've said it 50 different ways in the last 3 live streams. Just because you showed up now, think you run the show. You didn't laugh at the paper drop? I didn't see it. All right. Let's get like a good question to end on. I don't want to end on that note. Someone said, find one person who has it and I'll believe you. Challenge on. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I'm not against that type of questioning. That type of questioning needs to be pushed in a really like Dr. Drew or somebody that has more expertise that it sounds better coming out of. I'm not saying you, but I don't want to be that guy who says too much that I don't know. And then it's like, I've talked to virologists who say it's real. I've talked to virologists who say this is the precaution that needs to be done. I have intel that says it's worse. I also have people that say there's very respected scientists who say it's not that bad. I'm going to leave the scientific talk to them and, say what I could say. All right, Gower said, zip it. You're totally wrong. You will see soon. You will look foolish. Okay. What am I wrong about? Are you one of the people who think Trump is shutting down the entire world's economy and giving Democrats massive power so that he can hold elites accountable? In order to bring down the Democratic Party swamp, I'm going to give every Democratic politician authoritarian power for 4 months. Whoa, the swamp. Whoa, the storm. Whoa. Oh no, Gavin Newsom's caught in the storm. Now he has the authority to do pretty much whatever he wants. Whoa, Chicago's caught in the big storm. Whoa, the Democrats are really feeling the wrath of Trump right now. Guys, give me a break. I guarantee you in 2 or 3 months, I hope things are great. If they're not, you guys will make up a new story. I've seen it a million times. Go to my YouTube channel. I debated somebody in 2018. Watch the whole debate. I kept asking really smart questions, and he never answered. He treated me like a baby. He's like, well, you remember the movie The Matrix, right? Yeah, but you're not answering my question. He reminds me of Mike Pence yesterday. Hey, Mike, can we expect more shutdowns? We'll talk tomorrow. Come on, guys. All right. Have you heard of the 5G and the vaccine stuff in northern Italy and Wuhan? I don't know about the 5G stuff in Wuhan or the vaccine stuff, but I don't know. I don't know about the 5G angle. I've heard about it. I get what people are saying. I don't rule it out. I just don't know that much about it. Shout out to Carlsbad, New Mexico. We're shut down for a while. Shout out Carlsbad. Stay safe. Once again, hit me up on Instagram at DreamRare. If you're really, 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 really struggling and you legit can't even go to the store and get like canned goods and stuff, let me know and I'll help you out. Someone said President Trump's doing a good job. I'm not saying he's not doing a good job. I'm just saying I think there's a big play going on here, and I don't think the big play, personally, I don't think the big play is Donald Trump purposely doing this to round up the cabal. I know a lot of you don't think that, but the people that are mad at me here, they think that that's what's happening. They think this is all a purposeful show that Donald Trump's putting on so he can round up the cabal and the bad people, and then we're going to celebrate at the end, and they're all going to be in jail. I would love for that to happen. I just don't think that's the play. I think it's a massive redistribution of wealth. I think it's a total bioweapon, bioterrorism from China, Russia, who knows? Deep state, people in this country, people in others, our allies, our enemies. I don't know. I don't know who did it, but that's what I'm suspecting. Bioweapon, mass hysteria, big money, big pharma, big mandatory stuff, big authoritarianism. I see that as the play, not like this secret thing that Trump is giving Democrats authority, power, so he can take them down. It doesn't make sense to me, and I guarantee you it's not going to happen. Maybe it will, and I would love to be wrong on that, but I've done this conversation with you guys. I've had this same conversation with other things 50 times now with the Q people. Oh no, Sessions is going to do that. Huber is going to do that. It's going to be Horowitz. They've been wrong every time, but that's the matrix. I'm not trying to argue about it. I'll answer 1 or 2 more questions after. I'm having fun, but I'm not trying to be mean about it. I think a lot of the info is valid, but that's the matrix that it's in. If you're wrong, you're right. If you're right, you're right. If it's not now, it's disinfo. If it is, it's real. It's disinfo to lie to the deep state But at the same time, it's you can understand it, but they can't understand it. But you can, but they don't know what's going on. But you totally get what's going on. Guys, it's a joke. If you're going to take down the deep state, you don't need to post on a message board so a bunch of Trump supporters can figure it out. You do it silently. No one knows. Or you just do it. You don't need to tell Trump supporters a code that only they can understand, but high-level FBI and CIA people can't figure it out. It's kind of ridiculous. And there's absolutely correlations and proofs that add up. It could be, but it also could be a psyop to make you do nothing. As Tom Fitton's working hard, Julian Assange is working hard, Donald Trump's working hard. It could be something to just make you sit there and do nothing and be like, yeah, authoritarianism. Yeah, Democrats are getting more power. This is great. Yeah, Trump's going to get them now. It makes people feel better. I get it, but supporting Bernie Sanders makes a lot of people feel better. Am I mean for telling them that Bernie Sanders is not the answer? I like the president. I think he's the most trustworthy person I've ever seen in politics. I think he's doing what he can do with this situation. I think he's massively underprepared, as any person would be, because the system's been underprepared for 30 years. But I don't think telling Bernie Sanders people that universal health care is not the answer is mean. Just like I don't think telling QAnon people thinking that this is all going down, bars and, waitresses and all sorts of industries are going to be massively destroyed. The economy is going to be tanking for the next couple of months, and you might be stuck in your house for 4 months. Am I the mean guy for saying I don't think this is a big grandiose plan to bring down the elites? You should have hope. Believe in God. Have faith. Pray. Have a great time. I'm having a blast. But there's a way to have fun and believe and pray and not continuously lying to yourself about it. If something happens, it's awesome. Could elites get held accountable? I think so. Are there bad people? For sure. Do I think Trump could be the one to do it? For sure. But do I think the Wuhan virus is a secret psyop to bring down the elites with Trump? Guys, this is pathetic. And this is not the first time they've said this. They've said this with 100 things in the last 2 years. This is it. Go watch my interview. They're like, oh, it's going to be Huber on Thursday. Friday. Oh, next Thursday, I think it's going to happen. I would bet that it's going to happen in a week. I'd bet a lot of money on it. They said that in 2018, guys. They just jump from thing to thing to thing no matter what happens. It's like a matrix. I think of things in a thought matrix. I don't let Trump fool me, just like I don't let someone else. Democrats live in a world, no matter what that Trump does, he's wrong. If he agrees with them, he's right. That's called a matrix of control. You're controlled by something you don't critically think. That's the same thing as that. If it's wrong, it's disinfo. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it wasn't the time. It's all codes to just string you along. I think it's something good's gonna happen for sure. But there's a difference between having hope and being delusional. Millions of people are gonna suffer from this. Our country, I believe it's gonna be bigger and stronger than ever, but it's gonna take people doing something. Having hope is a lot different from saying bad things happening are really secretly good things, because at the end of this really bad thing that's going to affect millions of lives and keep you in your house for 3 months, at the end of it's going to be a huge cabal takedown. So now, do you see why this is different than hope? Because if at the end of 4 months you push that narrative while everybody else was pulling their weight and trying to help people and it doesn't happen, you just spent 4 months trying to make a horrible thing look totally amazing. Someone said my 401k dropped $40,000 in a month. And you have these morons, I'm sorry, oh, this is good, trust the plan. Yeah, they're crashing your 401k to secretly take down the cabal. They're giving Gavin Newsom executive power just so they could take down Hillary Clinton. You guys are pathetically delusional. I'm sorry. It's bad. It's not healthy. It's completely dangerous. And it's really weird. People are suffering. People are losing their life savings. People can't go to work. The supermarkets are going to be crowded for the next 2 or 3 months. I'm not saying to fearmonger about it, but stop acting like this is a secret plan that Trump doesn't. You think Trump needs to do this to take down Hillary Clinton? It's beyond pathetic. It's ridiculous. Keep praying. Pray for good stuff to happen, but making bad things, not doing anything about them, and just saying it's a big plan for something that it's not a big plan for, this is much more likely bioterrorism than it is Trump. You think Trump purposely did this? All this stuff is a purposeful Trump move? I'm saying this, millions of people think this stuff, and they think I'm a bad person for saying that. It's ridiculous. He didn't plan this, guys. It's probably bioterrorism, at best, a psyop of some sort, or at worst, a real virus that just organically came out of nowhere, but I don't think it organically came out of nowhere. Someone said, yes, we are retired, and pray. Pray for your 401k. Pray for good times. Pray for peace. Pray for this to end. But praying and hoping and being calm is much different from shoving down people's throats that this is a secret. They're destroying your life and your 401k so Trump can arrest Hillary Clinton. It's ridiculous. All right, let me see. I just got an AC alert from Alameda County Health Officer, ordered a shelter in place effective at midnight. Yeah, guys, people are going to be stuck in their houses. This is authoritarian, really creepy stuff. But don't be scared. Be prepared. I've been saying this. I'm just getting tired. Someone said this is a purposeful cabal move. I think that's way higher likely than Trump purposely doing this. But that's like the weird delusion that people have been under for a while. I try to say they're selling out free speech. People say it's a good thing. It's not good to lose your free speech. Just like the $1 trillion bill they passed a couple months ago was a terrible bill. Just like the COVID bill they're going to pass is a terrible bill. It's okay to like somebody and believe in something and pray and identify, because it's the people in Congress like the Matt Gaetzes, the Ron Pauls. Those are people who help us. Ron Paul is a good guy in Congress. That's called action. That's called somebody who fights the deep state by actually contributing. Tom Fitton contributes. You don't have to contribute. I'm not saying it's your job, but I find it very ignorant and very arrogant. These people who pat themselves on the back for everything they're not doing and suggesting every single terrible thing in the world that happens is secretly a good thing because, it's just a matter of time until Trump uses the 401k collapse to take down Hillary Clinton. Dude, there's a billion ways to do it, and that's not how you do it. This is the opposite of that. CEOs are stepping down because they know something bad's happening and they don't want to be a part of it. It's crazy. All right. So say, who knows? Only thing you can do is improve yourself and the lives around you. That's it. That's love. Someone said, we are playing Call of Duty in Texas. I'm playing Rocket League. I live in Scottsdale and they have shutting down shopping centers the next 2 weeks, so no money for the working people. A lot of people are not going to make money. We really have to figure out, and this is why I lean libertarian too. I don't expect the government to figure all this stuff out. They'll do what they can, but this is why community is important. And this is why liberal cities are going to do worse than a lot of rural communities and others, is because in liberal cities you have a lot of transients and a lot of degenerates who don't believe in any of the things they preach, the liberalism they preach. So in a community, share your food, warn you're my community. I try to let people know a week ago, go get food now before it's harder to get. So if we work in communities and help each other out and work together, that goes a lot. Communism works better in communities when you do it amongst yourselves without being forced to do it. So, it'll be fine, but we'll get through it. But it's going to take good people like Jack Ma, myself. I wish I had $1 billion. If I had $1 billion, everybody would have. I would if I had $10 billion. If I was like Bezos, I would take $1 billion or $10 billion, however much he spent, and find out who needs it to buy groceries and give that to all those people and bypass the government. Italy is no longer treating people 60 or up. This is what I'm trying to tell people too. You have these people saying, trust the plan. This is a purposeful thing that Trump did. But in that country and possibly in others soon, hopefully it doesn't spread that much, but you could see it in a lot of these socialist, utopias in Europe or even here. The hospitals aren't ready for some of this stuff. And even Trump admitted that. So in Italy, they don't have enough beds or enough respirators. So they have to pick and choose who lives and who dies. This is a nightmare, guys. I'm not saying to cry in fear about it, but if you're trying to spin this as Trump is killing a bunch of people in Italy so he could take down Hillary Clinton in a few months, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. You're dangerous. And downright disgusting, to be honest. Why don't, instead of you believing that, if you really want to help America, why don't you go contribute something to the health industry that's going to be massively overburdened in a few weeks? Why don't you buy somebody a meal? Like, that's how you help this country. You don't help them by being like, yeah, people are dying all over the world because, Trump's going to take down Hillary Clinton. It's like, guys, come on. There's tangible, obvious things. You could say you don't believe what's happening in Italy. Look in your own country. You can track. This is not a theory. You could track the effect it's going to have on the restaurant business, small businesses, our entire economy, big businesses, people. This has a big effect. We need people to step up. If the Q movement is telling people to trust the plan and sit here and act like this is all amazing and not do anything about it, then I'm just going to say it's probably a psyop, and it's probably a psyop to get you to do the opposite of help, to be docile and complacent and completely brainwashed when authoritarianism is getting set into place and people need your help. Someone said we have children in Scotland. We only have 220 ventilation beds. Yeah. Someone said, no, it won't, bro. It's the flu. Guys, the system, I'm not saying that this might not be as bad. I'm not the scientist trying to say this is terrible, but our system is not ready to handle this regardless. I'm telling you, even if it is just a little bit worse than the flu and a little bit more, a little bit more viral, in essence, it's a little bit more viral, it's a little bit more deadly, even a little bit. The amount of people, I don't think our system is ready to handle what's about to come. That's what I think. That's what Trump thinks. That's what Pence thinks. That's what most scientists think. Some don't. But even if it's not as good, the effects we're having are real. The effects on the health industry are going to be real, even if it's not that bad. The effects on our economy are tangible. The effects on our freedom are obvious. The effects on our ability to move throughout life have already been affected. So I don't feel like having these circular convos about that type of stuff, because this is all really happening. So I would much rather the health industry be prepared and have massive amounts. So if it does set in, it could be deadlier if you're not prepared. Now people have to die because in Italy, they're not ready for it. They don't have enough beds, so people that should be alive aren't. There's nothing, it's like with buying food. There's nothing wrong with being prepared. Ryan said, this is why people ignore you. It's all rubbish. All right, once again, Ryan, this is rubbish, so what are you doing? You're in your house. You're not going to be able to leave at night. You can't go to a bar. You can't go to a restaurant. Is this normal to you? Does this seem normal to you? Clearly something's going on, but hey, I'm quarantined in my house, but this is no different from the flu. This situation right now, the reaction to it especially, is devastating the world market more than 9/11 did, by far. It's more effective on our economy, on businesses, small businesses, big businesses. There's never been anything like this. So keep saying to yourself, it's just the flu. Look around you, bro. Look around you. Don't be prepared. Don't buy food. Don't help the medicine industry. And figure out what happens in a couple weeks in certain cities. It's not, you're lying to yourself. It's okay. Someone said no panic should have been 2 weeks ago. I'm not panicking. I'm just telling you. I don't feel like having the same conversations on loop. Help the health industry. Help people who don't have money and can't afford groceries. Help them and stop saying it's just the flu. Or else it's going to get what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do, what President Trump's trying to do, and hopefully Mike Pence is trying to do, is get people prepared so it's not that bad. This will get way, way, way worse if no one's prepared and thinks it's a secret psyop to get Hillary Clinton. People will get, if we're super prepared, if you're prepared in your house and you have canned goods and all this stuff, then it doesn't matter. I don't care that much. As far as myself, I'm not worried about it all. I have food. I prepared myself. I'm mentally ready. I'm physically ready. I'm not worried about it. But I'm trying to get other people not worried, not panicking, prepared. Prepared. The health industry needs to be prepared. We need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. The effect it's had on businesses alone could be more devastating than anything I've ever seen. It could not, but I'd rather be prepared and ready for it than not. All right. You sound like Rockefeller, what he did. Oh, yeah. I'm telling people to buy canned goods, and now I'm like the Rockefellers. Oh, yeah. I told people a week ago, you should buy some canned goods, buy some food if you can, and people stocked up before it got crazy. I'm like the Rockefellers. Oh, man. Anomaly, you're just like the Rockefellers telling people to buy food and be prepared. Okay, no, yeah. I'll just lie to you. Okay, every small business is going to be fine. No small business is going to be destroyed. Do you know how many restaurants are going to go under? Do you know how many small businesses are going to go under? This is no joke. What are they doing? Giving out free loans? Oh, wow, a loan, so I have money that I have to pay back eventually? Businesses are going to go under. My business is not going to go under. Your business might not go under. Your family might be fine. But what don't you get about this? I mean, this is definitely going to have a massive effect. I'm getting a Corona broom. Back off. Don't come closer. I'll hit you. Don't dare try to take me, Corona broom. That's what I'm saying. Get a Corona broom and just swat it out of the air. Scientifically proven. That's a joke for the Facebook moderators. There's a lot of possibilities, but I think there's ways to go about it and not ways to go about it. People in Japan are catching it twice. That's what I'm saying with this stuff too, guys. I don't think it's very costly, but as far as studying it, I've told people, if you've listened to my last 2 live streams, and then I'm really going to leave, I'm getting tired, they don't understand this virus yet. It could be way better than they said it is. I'm willing to acknowledge it could be way better. It could be worse. There are people who are getting it. It stays around for 14, 20 days, and then they lose it, and then they get it again. There's reports that it affects male fertility. This could be a bioweapon to destroy your penis so you can't make babies anymore. I'm not saying that's true, but I would rather be safe at least the first week or two and start questioning stuff rather than just saying it's just this, it's just that. It's horrible. It's going to kill billions of people. It's nothing. It's just a flu. It's neither. No one knows. People don't know yet. The science is not settled. It's not been proven. The numbers are all wrong because they're not testing people. Do you know anybody with it? No, because they're not testing anybody. Most people, 99% of people, can't even get tested. So you don't know how bad it is yet. I don't know. I'm not fear-mongering saying it's horrible, but the side effects of it, how long it lasts, they don't know this stuff yet. You don't know this stuff yet. So I would rather be safe personally. I'm not going out to bars in Disneyland. If you do, that's fine. But at the same time, you can't anymore. They shut it down. Do I think this is the rapture? I mean, I got my Bible. This is actually on my Bible. It's propped up on my Bible. I'm going to be reading it, and I'll try to learn more and figure out my interpretation of it. But I don't know. I can't. I'm not qualified to tell you what the rapture is or not. I'm sure you could read your Bible and you could have your interpretation of when you think it could be, just like many do. I'm not really educated enough on that to tell you what I think. Patience says it's not aliens, but it's aliens. I'm not saying it is either. Half of me doesn't believe in aliens. Half of me thinks that half of our politicians are aliens. Someone said wasp spray is a great social distancing tool. Joe said it's keeping me on deployment longer. I'm sorry, Joe. God bless you. Thank you for your service. And hopefully these keep your spirits up a little bit. Someone said the virus is exposing real problems. Fear, panic, and greed. Past generations were tougher than this. It's exposing a lot of problems. It's exposing holes in our health system. It's exposing holes in our economy. Obviously, if you shut it down, it's a massive hole. But I think it's. I've been trying to say for the last couple of years too, even with left to right, a lot of it's a lie. Obviously, I lean right. Yeah, leave me alone. Stop stealing my money as much as possible. They tend to be better. But the left-right thing's a lie because what you have is socialism and communism wrapped up in Democrats and crony capitalism wrapped up in right-wing isms. And the thing is, both of them lead to the same destination. I'm not a socialist. I think if you take all the wealth from Bezos and give it to the government, that's really not going to help anybody. But at the same time, if Jeff Bezos has exponential help and his money goes like the Corona and it goes from 2, 10, 20, 100, and he's got $1 trillion and he starts just accumulating most of the world's wealth, he's not going to do anything either. So they're both lies. We need a system of morality. Even 50, 100 years ago, the elites used to actually invest in the people a little bit more, as you should. I mean, I would be the best boss ever. I'd make you work hard. I would work hard, but love your people. You know what I'm saying? Love the people who work with you. Make them love you to the point where they want to work hard for you. Don't be a pushover, but at the same time, respect human life. A lot of corporations don't respect human life. They'll make you piss in a water bottle. I know if you deliver mail now, it used to be like you get your route done, you could have a few hours of free time if you get it done fast enough. Now they track you in the car like you're a robot. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you waiting for 15 minutes? There's no human value anymore. You know what I'm saying? We've lost morality. So this is a wake-up call. I think it could be a positive in that sense. It's a wake-up call to we need morality in our system, whether it's crony capitalism or, God forbid, socialism. We need morality. We need people to care. We need elites to care. We need businesses to care. We need politicians who care. We need a health industry who cares. They're more concerned with racism and profits than they are actually the health of people. They're putting sugar in as the main ingredient in cereals, and then they're telling kids that it's a good thing to eat. You have to be a sick person to tell people to eat sugar as a kid. What did I grow up on? Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, eat pizza bagels and sugar for breakfast. It's like pizza bagels are delicious, even though they're not good for you. I still eat them. But sugar for breakfast? Who told us that? Our government told us the food pyramid. Eat all that. Eat a bunch of bread. You shouldn't eat that much bread. Bread is not that good to eat. They're telling you to eat bread 7 times a day like it's water. It's terrible. So you get what I'm saying? We've lost morality. They've taken out. Someone said I need a haircut, Kelly. No, I'm not trying to be mean, but you need to shut your mouth. It's like we're dealing with the corona apocalypse now. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We're on quarantine, and you're like, you really need to get your haircut. Where should I get my haircut, Kelly? Hold on. Here, Kelly, let's stop my awesome rant because you want me to cut my hair. All right, Kelly, you happy now? I can't even go to the store, and you're worried about my hair. It's pathetic. Oh, yeah, Kelly, let's cut the hair. Oh, I'm so sorry I offended you with my long hair. Hey, I would like to get, my eyebrows tweezed a little bit too, but unfortunately, Kelly, I can't really leave the house and the whole world's shut down. So, oh, no, thank you, Kelly. I hope my stream is really tailored for you now. I hope you can look at me with my long hair in the quarantine when I can't even go get food or groceries or go to a restaurant. Here, Kelly, you happy now? Shut up, you wicked witch. No offense, but it's like, what's your deal? Hey guys, I don't like your shirt right now. You should get food, get water. Talk to your family. Don't. Oh, who cares? Oh, anomaly. Someone's like, I like your shirt and your hat, Anomaly. It matches and it's got like a good. I appreciate the compliments too, but it's like, who cares about my hat? Who cares about my hair? Who cares about my shirt, guys? We got bigger things to deal about. I'm not gonna cut my hair. I'm laughing at how ridiculous. It's like, grow up, Kelly. Oh my God, Anomaly, man. Your hair. Here, let me try. Here, Kelly. Here, let me see if I can book a hair appointment for you. Let me see. Oh, wait. I can't book a hair appointment, Kelly. Hold on. Why can't I book a hair appointment? Oh, it looks like everything's shut down, Kelly. Every industry's shut down. Wow. Everything's shut down. What do you know? I guess I'm going to have to wait a few months, Kelly. Sorry about that. My goodness. What a joke. Where's my hat? Ridiculous. I get my eyebrows tweezed sometimes too, to get them thinned up because I have thick eyebrows. I mean, I look good either way, let's be honest. But anyway, but I can't get it now, and I'm not worried about it. I don't look at my videos like, oh my God, my eyebrows are too bushy. Oh no. I'm like, who cares? It's Corona time. I'm not like, oh no, I look so bad. Oh man, I need to cut my hair. I need to wash my face, and I need to shave. I need to tweeze. It's like, grow up. Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you're going to do in your quarantine for 2 months? Figure out how to tweeze your eyebrows? Figure out how to cut your hair? Hey, Kelly, put extensions in. Your hair's too short. I like women with longer hair. Put extensions in. Can you wear a different skirt? I don't like the blue one. It doesn't match well with your shoes. When you're walking to the store and you're in a line with 1,000 people with masks on, could you wear a different skirt for me? You're offending me with your bad fashion. It's like, grow up, guys. If I buzz my hair, it's because I want to buzz my hair. It's not because she told me. I'm going to cut my hair eventually, but it's not because you told me to on our live stream. Oh, wow. Someone said now he cares how his hair looks. I don't care. I'm just being funny. My self-esteem is a little too high. Sorry. I'm not egotistical, but I have very high self-esteem. It's going to take more than that. Oh, no. Now I'm going to turn this off and cry, look in the mirror and be like, oh, no. What am I? I look like a woman. Oh, no. I woke up. I had no idea I looked like this. I really feel bad about myself. I don't care. You got some kale stuck in your teeth? Do I? Are you lying to me just to get me to show you? I have no kale in there. And if I do it, I don't even care. Someone said, I understand your frustration. I'm not frustrated. I thought what I just said was hilarious. That was a brilliant comedy sketch. I'm not mad. I'm not frustrated. I'm having a thrill. I'm having a blast. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to play Rocket League with my best friend. I'm going to drink kombucha, and I'm going to love life. I'm living my dream, except for the fact that everyone's quarantined. It's kind of whack, but I'm not going to lie. I'm having a blast. My granddaughters say if run videos every day, they're happy during the quarantine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be good. All right, guys. God bless you guys. God bless your family. Someone said enough already about the hair. I thought that was funny, guys. Come on, that was hilarious. We can't all do facts here. We got to have some fun too. I think it's pretty funny. God bless you guys. God bless your family. God bless America. God bless the world. Once again, use your critical thinking skills, but also I would just say, prepare. And if you're in the middle, this is my advice. Don't go in crowded rooms. But if you're in the middle of somewhere, like I have friends who are in big cities, and they're like, should I go to the log cabin? Should I stay here? I'm not your mom. I'm not the vice president, but I would say go to where you think you want to be for the next few months, just in case you're kind of stuck there, and get as much food as possible, just so you don't have to go out every other day or every week. That's what I would do. But otherwise, I wouldn't stress. I wouldn't worry. With the 401ks too, obviously what's happening is terrible, but the economy is going to absolutely go back up. And for sure, I'm no financial expert, but do not panic sell. Do not panic sell. It's going to go lower. It's definitely probably going to go lower. I would buy low. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait a week and probably try to buy like CVS or something. But anyway, I would not sell. I would wait till it goes back up to sell. But, don't freak out. It's going to go back up. Life is going to be okay. We're going to get through it. And I think this is a valuable lesson. Our system is kind of, semi-collapsing on itself. It's not like over, but I think this is a wake-up call. Luckily, like people said, they think it's a test run. It's also a test run for us. We need to get the health industry better, put morality into the system, and really figure out what we would do when something like this happens. Because it's great that this happened, and we're all going to be fine. We're going to, smile and laugh about this in a few months, I'm sure. But now now the world is different. You get what I'm saying? That trip, that vacation is not guaranteed, that what you wanted to do isn't guaranteed. Going to the movie theater is not guaranteed. So now we could, have a better perspective after this and be really, really grateful for all the stuff that we can do. Delivery food, restaurants, none of these things are guaranteed. And now people are seeing what I've been saying for years as well, why to be grateful, because nothing is guaranteed. And we're seeing that. So we could come out of this stronger, better, 401k is going to go back up, but then also we can really plan not only individually and in our families for this type of stuff, but as a society too. I'll do my part, even though I don't have the biggest influence enough to try to get people back on the right track, because we can't be dealing with this. But this is a result of all the mistakes I think we've made over a lot of years. And even now, a health industry and a swamp in the media where no one knows what's going on really, and you can't talk about it. We'll get it right. Don't worry about it, guys. Have fun, get some food, and I'll be back with more updates and try to really tell people what's going on as far as like Trump's. I'll watch all of his stuff and what they're saying and try to give you guys a few days heads up like I have been, or tell you as soon as it breaks. Thank you guys. God bless you. And we'll be back. We'll be back here soon. I got nothing else to do. I'm going to read that real quick. Sylvia said right before I leave, she said, so it said, Anam, it wasn't this Kelly, FYI. I'm not even mad at that, Kelly. I'm glad she said that. I think that was a hilarious bit about my hair. I thought that was like comic genius right there. So Sylvia said real quick before I leave, what the hell do you do for a living? Because I am out of a job, and because of this, I got bills to pay, so we will not be fine. Also, if you don't care, why are you bringing attention to your looks? Well, Sylvia, instead of being all mad at me, if you really can't afford stuff, message me on Instagram. I'll buy you groceries if you stop being so mean. What do I do for a living? I make videos. Facebook pays me advertisements. YouTube pays me a little bit of advertisements. Facebook supporters subscribe, so I get paid monthly from that. Thank you to you guys. Patreon, donor box. I make music. I get royalties on some of my music. So that's what I do for a living. I make videos. And I do well enough where I could buy you food. So if you stop being a little nasty, message me on Instagram. I'll buy your family $50 or $100 worth of food. How's about that? All right. Hit me up. Have a good day, guys. And I'll be back with more videos.